All right, leg day round 2. Make sure you get a good stretch in. Take extra time stretching your hips, your inner thighs, your hamstrings, your quads, and your calves. And as we get started, we're going to do dumbbell sumo squats. So grab a dumbbell, hold it up to your collarbones, and as you come down to squat, I like to have my feet out just beyond the width of my shoulders, pointed outward. That way I can come down a little bit further. As I come down, you don't want to hunch over. Try to stay neutral in your positioning. And as you get down below parallel, try to fire up using your glutes, really driving up through your heels. And if you have difficulty with this range of motion, you could substitute this for lunges and you don't even need to put weights on it. Or you could try these squats without weights and just work on developing that range of motion, strengthening the knees so you can perform this exercise well. You could even just practice sitting down slowly onto a chair or onto a flat bench and firing up from that position. Next, we have hamstring curls. This is the version where you're laying down and pulling behind you. I prefer to be seated and pulling the pad back under the seat, but this works just fine. Keep in mind that it's really the negative movement on this as you're bringing the weight back down. I think that does the magic here. So pick a weight that's moderate, and you want to make sure it's 4 seconds of that negative movement as it comes back down into a neutral position. Don't put too much pressure on your knees here. It's really that negative movement that's going to make all the difference. This is called the hip adduction. It works your inner thighs. And so as you sit down, you make sure you want to pull that pin so that the pads flare out. And then once you choose a weight that's comfortable, don't push it on this one because you don't want your groin or anything to pop or your hips to pop. But choose a weight that's light to moderate and bring that those pads in, 4 seconds, negative movement on the way out. And then that second movement is the hip abduction. So the first is working the inner thigh, the second is working the outer thigh or part of the glute. And so pull the pin to open it up and then sit inside, bring that pin up and pull the pads in on your knees and choose a light to moderate weight, bring that out, and then again 4 seconds negative movement on the way back.